week after getting back from the first trip to the ocean with her. Thought I'd make a talking video struggle because I don't have enough cameras. We did a whole lot down there. We actually caught a whole lot of trash fish. It was fun. I just don't have the cameras to video it all the time. And when we were in the rough water, there was no way I could hold the camera. You'll have to ask Misty about her 4-foot drop that she made over some waves, but in the fact that we saw the bottom of Billy's boat, he was out in front of us and we could see the whole floor of his boat because he was stood straight up in the air. But for the most part, the old boat did real good, handled really good, ran like a dream. We didn't tear much up. Things that we did break, let's see. Cole and I were out off the beach, and let's see if I can prop this up. We lost the back connection. Here we go. This connection on the back of the fuel pump came loose. We filled this whole cowling full of fuel before we realized what was going on. That's why the thing's zip tied on and taped and everything else now, because we had to do that on the fly out in the rolling sea out there. But this connection, same. The screw right here on the back came loose and it was just shooting gas out of it. We lost this screw on the throttle on the port side carburetor bank. This screw came out, which was only giving me half the motor. The motor was running on half the carburetors because this wasn't open. So we had to jerry rig that up, zip tie it, put a different screw in that didn't quite work so we could get all our carbs back. But for the most part, that's the only trouble we had. We sucked some trash into the fuel line that we had to clear out. But other than that, there was some quick fixes out on the water, but other than that, ran great. Of course, we're gonna fix this, make sure that doesn't happen again, mount that back. We got to drill and tap that out and fix that. Oh, and we lost our prop nut that I found out. We were about to lose the prop. This nut is cracked right there. If you can see that. The only thing that was holding my prop on when we got home was the cotter key. And I was wondering why I lost a little bit of speed there the very last day. Well, we got to fix that prop nut, fix our fuel pump, fix our port side bank butterfly flat screw, whatever you call it there, and we'll be able to roll again. It's hopefully we can get it in the water. Hopefully we'll get a couple more warm days before it gets too cold here. Hopefully we can get in some fishing here before it gets too cold. But we are going to plan to go back down south as soon as we can, as soon as work allows it. Because we got a lot planned. We got to get all these little kinks worked out on the close stuff, because like we've been saying, we're going to take these boats across the Gulf Stream over to the Bahamas. I'm going to go to the Dry Tortugas, which is 80 miles out off of Key West. The Bahamas is 50 miles across the Gulf Stream from Miami. We're working out all the kinks, so we have everything when we go, because we are only 2 single engine boats, but we'll be together if anything wants to go wrong. At least somebody can tow somebody. But that'll be next spring, next summer. Check all this out real good, so we don't have any of that happen while we're out in the deep water. Maybe we'll get some better cameras mounted on some places on these boats so we can get better video. It's hard. We had a whole lot of bites, big fish, and we just couldn't stop. We just weren't, our gear was not, look at that dirty feet prints on it. Our gear just wasn't quite big enough to stop these fish. We did have a shark on once, Cole and I did. Stopped him long enough to see him. He rolled across the top of the water, but then he was gone. So hopefully we'll get a couple of cameras that can mount, and then we can see all this action, because when the action was on, we couldn't grab a phone to be video. And on the rough days that we were out there, it was super fun, scary at times, but on the rough days, you couldn't hold a phone to get any video. So, that's where we're at. She's gonna get a good washing, gotta get a new cleaning. This winter time, we're gonna redo this. We're gonna repaint this floor. I don't like this brown. We're gonna repaint this floor on a non-skid, and I'm gonna paint the top here black. I'm gonna wrap the boat with a wrap, and a few more things. Come out next fall, or I'm sorry, spring and summer, hopefully looking good. So, yep. Just stay tuned as I work on it. As I work on it, I'll try to post some videos. Like I said, I'm new to all this, and I don't have anything to hold a phone or anything, or a camera. But if we get if we get some good weather and warm, we'll try to get some catfishing going on. See if we can pull some of those up. Plan. As for now, maybe I'll talk to Billy and see if he can't give me a video of a walk around of his to give a review of what he thought about how it performed and stuff, and if he broke anything. I don't think he did. Get his thoughts on his rig, see where he's at. Gonna get the stuff done to this one, try to get her in storage, and then anybody that's been around me knows that I've had this one forever, probably 10 years, I don't know, 7 years, the old 25 footer there. We're gonna try to get this one this shop is cleaned out again. We're gonna stick this one in there and start with it. It looks bad, but believe it or not, with good power washing, and she comes back real, actually nice considering. It's an 85 Regal Cuddy cabin. Started out with this one and just never had the time to work on it, but took the inboards out of twin inboards out of it and put outboards on the back. Started out with this. It's going to put a single like 250 on it. I think we're going to get it in the garage. Get this off. Reevaluate the back here, the transom. Add to it build a pod and put twin 150s on the back of this one. And it's a cabin boat, or cuddy cabin, and this one I have planned to go down the Tennessee Tom Bigby River, the leg of the Great Loop there that ends up down in Mobile, Alabama from I think I'll start in Mississippi, but that one we want to take down the river because it'll take a few days, and it's got the cuddy cabin on it. So there's a lot planned. And like I said, I'm going to try to post videos on it when I work on these things, just to show everybody progress. But that one there is going to be super interesting. Super interesting. We already got one of the 150s in the shop. It does run. It needs some tinkering and some love, but we need to find another one. 80s, 85. I've got an 85 Black Max 150 in there for it, and we're gonna have to find another one and build a pod, give her a good cleaning, and we'll get wired, everything. So that ought to be interesting. All right, guess that about does it. We'll try to get Billy to give me a walk around of his and a review of how he thought his performed.